The,
Good evening, sir.
good evening, Mary. And anyone not in class will use the recording. So like I said in the last class, I said we are going to do this from the scratch. Is that what we agreed on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, Demola, yes, I'm aware you attempted it, right?
Yes, sir.
What was the problem you encountered then?
So first of all, the image wasn't showing up. I
Okay,
tried,
okay, this background image.
yeah, and
Okay.
it no flex the page.
Is that what?
I wasn't able to flex the page.
You are breaking. I can't hear you properly.
I wasn't able to flex the
Wasn't able to do what?
flex the
Okay,
page.
flex. Oh, okay, okay. Responsive. Okay. Okay. And Mary, what was your challenge?
Uh,
You can't remember.
the challenge, I don't really, the challenge is here on, on the menu. I thought the CC Cube logo too is the menu.
This one.
Yes, it's
Uh,
not among the menu.
Technically, we can say it's part of the menu, right? Because it is on the same axis, right? The same axis. But I won't say it is part of the menu because this is actually the menu. And that is the reason why um, the state of about services and contact changes when I over it. If I over my mouse over this cube logo, you see that nothing is happening there, right? So,
Yes, yes.
okay. Anyway, let's go on. So let's start.
Okay, sir.
Mm, let me just take another fresh um, cube.html. So this a fresh start. So I will create my HTML. I don't want to believe anyone at this stage has problem. Anyone having problem should just go back, way back, review the recordings. So now let us dissect because first of all, you need to analyze what you want to do. So if I'm to analyze this, I will categorize this into one flex, right? This being one flex item, another flex item, another flex item, another flex item. So this C cube image, I'll make it the background because this C cube is together with this color appearing gradients. So I'll make this everything here the background. The background. Then this one, I will need to do some level of what's it called? Turn this into a container. a flex container with this as one flex item, this one as another flex item, and this one as another flex item. And that simply means that I'm going to use flex direction of column here. Then I'm going to use flex direction of row here. Is there any question on my analysis?
No, sir.
Okay. You can say that the first thing I did is to analyze, okay, let me see the design, because in production, in real life scenario, in some organization, I say I use the word some because it's not all, right? You will have the designer, somebody who is very good good at something like Photoshop, CorelDRAW. They will use CorelDRAW, Photoshop to design how the web page will look, where the content will be, where images will be, and so on. They will use that to design. Then they will now submit. Once that is now submitted to the board, right, to the project manager or product manager in this case. So the team will sit down, look at the design, and once everyone is in agreement, it might not be 100% agreement, but majority in agreement. So the design will be approved. And once the design is approved, then it will be handed over to the front end developer, right? So the front end developer will now take that design, now convert it into HTML, CSS, and possibly JavaScript, depending on whether there will be a browser side of the JavaScript running for that web application or website. So, and that is where you are going to come in, right? And to be honest, these days they are now trying to merge all the responsibility. That you will see some advert, they will say um, a UI stroke UX experience developer. So they are trying to merge both the front end designer and front end developer together, right?
Thank you, Batola. Thank you,
Sir?
Batola. There's also one new tool that I'm not sure. I don't know if you've heard of it, and all of you can take a look at it as well. It's called Figma.
Yeah, Figma. Yes,
Yeah,
Figma.
Figma.
Yes,
Yeah,
I,
it's a
I,
new tool
I
that
know of Figma.
yeah. So guys can take a look at it. Figma. If you just Google Figma, you'll see it there. It's a
So
good tool that's also being used now.
yes, you just go to Figma. This is it. This one. So well, once the design is done here, the design will be done here first. And once everything is okay, then front end developer will just come in. Okay, so let's go back to what we came here to do. So I think we are all on the same page, right? Chorus answer, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now I'm going to um okay, before I clean it out, let me take a shot of this so that you will remember what we discussed. Okay. So let me just go to the WhatsApp group. This one, paste it there. Okay. So now I can clean up. Hey, can you imagine? I stopped sharing. Sorry about that. So now, so I can close this one. Now let's go back to our code, which is, I'm going to close this one, which is this one. So let me run ccube.html. Everything is blank, correct? Hello,
So,
everything is blank, right?
Huh?
This is our blank page.
Yes.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is use, okay, I'm going to use a internal styling so that we can see what we are writing. I have the image here already. This is the image. So what I'm going to do, now tell me what I'm going to do. I want to make this image background because I want this class to be interactive. I don't want to be the one doing it all. So I want to make this image background, right? So what am I to do? No one wants to talk. I'm going to record names now. Okay, my first choice, Ademola.
yes.
So I want to make this image the background image for this page.
Okay. So, first of all, you have to go to the body.
Body, okay?
Yeah, then you have an opening tag, image source,
Okay, image.
and source.
Okay, so I will do source, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, I think then you press yeah. Then I think you link the thing.
Okay, the link to that, right?
Yeah.
Which is this and this one, right?
Yeah.
So I can now say alt, right? So
Can
just
put
just
select.
just say background image as well.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Okay, so we have something like this, right? Okay, that's fine. But now, Demola, I want to ask a question. Now, since you have made this one the an image, you created an image element for it. So how do you now insert this content, the C cube logo, blah blah blah, about and so on. How do we insert it? Let's try to insert. No, tell me just okay. Let us just do something, right, and see the effect of us going this route using this image element, blah blah blah, and so on, right? So let us do just create this flex first, this other one. So I will say nav. I'm going to use the nav what's it called, element, right? So I will say just let me just use a p tag. Doesn't matter. I can use, how many items are there? One, two, three, four. Three, right? Four rather.
Oh,
So I will do p times 4. So Then I have what CQ logo. Then I have about. I have services, and I have contact. Okay. So let's see. Let's just see what happens with what we just did now. Now, if you look at where your content is,
So they after the image.
thank you. It will be after the image. And what is our goal? Our goal is for it to be on the image. Yes, some school of thought will use this approach. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. And do you know what they will do? Some school of thought will do something like trying to make your nav, right, give it a position of absolute, position of absolute, and they can say that, okay, the top value should be 0, and the left also 0. Let's just
But
use
it's not a pattern, bro. Tola, don't go that route,
no,
please.
yes, I know. I am just trying to let them know, understand the how we reason,
Yeah.
So now you see, some will do this, and everything will appear good, and then they will start working to push this one to the what's it called, to flow, to be like just what we have right here. But as doctor said, it is not good to use position in layouts. It is not the best practice. Remember, we want to use flexbox or grid, because flexbox and grid, those are the two main building blocks of layout. Bootstrap, this class library book called Bootstrap, is built on the flexibility of flexbox, grid, and so on, and also the ability to use percentage unit very well, right? So please, this is not the best way of approaching things, right? So Mary, I want to ask, what do you have any idea how I can insert this image in a better way? Is Mary there? Yeah, Mary is gone. Okay. Um, Israel.
Yes, sir.
So is there a better way of attaching this image, this background image, to our document?
Okay, sir. We can use the body as now as our styling. We can target the body
Okay.
and use
So if I target the body, what am I to do
yes, sir.
there?
Background image.
Okay, background image. That's correct. So I will do background image. Okay. Then what next?
The URL
URL.
yes. Open
Okay.
brackets. Then the name of the
Of the image.
yes.
Okay. So let me
Yes, sir.
just remove this one totally. Okay. Mary is back. Okay. So now let's go back to our output. Now we have our background. Now let me just put in back this nav element to see the difference between that image that we did first and this one. Ah, Okay. So now you can see that everything is working fine. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Aha. So the content is not after this image. So the content is right on top. So this is what is happening. Let me go to the whiteboard. This is what is happening. It's like, a canvas, all these artists. They first of all, once they get their canvas, right? So they will make this canvas their working area. So what we just did is this. We have made this background image our canvas now. So the background image is now here, occupying everywhere here. So then after that, then we now start adding stuff in there as we actually planned. So it's like doing some level of we are trying to superimpose our read document on that background image. So just like if you carry, pick up two papers, right? One is down and one is on top, right? That's exactly what we are doing. We are trying to place one on top of the other. That is what background image is doing. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now, but before I go into this our content, I'm going to comment this guy out for now. Undo. I'm going to comment it out. Now, if I go back, my image is not well placed, right? Because number one, if I go the default behavior of background image is to repeat that image, one, then it will try to cover use the entire size of the image. And that is why you can see that it appears the background image is kind of overflowing. You are not seeing, we can't even see the C cube design there. So what are we going to do? Israel, what are we going to do? Because we need to bring this C cube out. This one here. This one. We need to bring it out so I will see it. So what are we going to do?
We are going to give it sizing.
Okay, so how
Background
do I? Okay, background size. Okay. I hope you are listening. Please follow along. Joshua, is Feromi here? Let me see. Yeah, Feromi is here. So Feromi, Joshua, Demola, Mary, everyone, please follow along, right? And even Israel, I know that there will be some areas that you two we want to kind of develop drop foods, right? So background size.
Yes, sir.
So what are we going to give it? What are we going to give that background?
We
No,
we
just try.
can give it like maybe um, maybe 100 VH.
Yes, 100. Now I want to ask you, why did you choose 100 viewport width? Why? So that others will learn. Because in every action, you should understand, you should know the reason why you are taking a step, right? So what is the reason? Why do you choose 100 viewport width? Why?
The reason why I did is because it's 100 report 100 report weight covers from the left hand side of the view to the
Mm.
right hand side, like the view with its covers from the left to the right hand side. So
Okay.
if I'm choosing 100,
Mm-hmm.
um it will extend down, like I don't know how I'm going to say now.
Okay,
It
that's
will
fine.
extend
Mary, do
beyond.
you want to contribute?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Israel. Now, Israel is not far from the answer. Yes, he's right. Remember, at the back of our mind, what are we trying to develop? We are trying to develop a responsive page. Responsive. When we say responsive, it means that if you adjust the if you adjust the size of the viewport, the image itself should do what? Should adjust itself. As you can see, the width of the image is adjusting perfectly, as you can see. Why? Because it's taking the 100% of the viewport width. Whatever viewport, the size of the viewport width we give it, it will adjust itself to it 100%. It will occupy that left to right, the width of that viewport, it will occupy it. And that is exactly what it's doing. If I increase it now, it will expand like flex grew in flexbox, right? But now, having said that, now look at something here. This guy is repeating. No, earlier I said that there are some default behavior of background image. It will repeat itself. It will tend to repeat itself. So now, what are we going to do now to remove this repetition? Anyone?
So,
Anyone who can answer that question?
so
Yeah, Joshua.
um, you could put background repeat
Position.
Background repeats.
and then say no repeat.
Good. No repeat. Thank you, Joshua.
Repeat.
No repeat. So if you go back to the browser, you can see now that it's no longer repeating itself, but we have now created another problem. Why? Because this our background is not fully occupying the the height of the viewports, right? Of the whatever monitor you are using to view your page, whether it's a mobile phone, tablet, laptop, desktop, and so on. So it's still not responsive, as you can see. If I take it to the full size, you can see CQ is still kind of chopped off at the bottom, right? But if I take it to the mobile size is about this size. If I yes, I think it's about this size. This is about mobile size. And you can see it's not occupying the total viewport height. So what are you going to do in this case? Joshua, any idea, Joshua?
Second repeat.
I said,
Wait.
now, if you check the browser, you can see that this space down here is not filled up with a background image. So what are we going to do to make this background image extend itself down to the bottom of the, or just to cover the height of that viewport? What are we going to do? What should we do?
Should we use
Any idea?
put a reference height to the background?
Okay, you are trying to get something else.
Pardon?
Are you trying to get something out of it?
I said that should you put the with high?
If you use the word should, you put it appears you're asking me a question. Peromi, any contribution?
Yes, sir.
Any contribution?
No, sir.
No. Mary? Mary? Any contribution?
My network again. Oh,
I can hear you. Yes.
you
Go
can
on.
hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. What's the contribution?
I think we should give the background height.
And how do we give that background height?
So,
Let's go to the browser. Google is your friend. How to change the size of background
and image.
image in CSS.
Yes.
Ah, this one even brought us here. Okay, let's go here. Look at this. Now, this has two values. So it simply means that this one is the width and this one is the height.
The height.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now we go back. So let's close this. We go back to the code. So we do. So what are we going to do here? So we are trying to make this cover the entire height. So since it's the entire height, let us try what 100 viewport height will give us.
Height. Yes.
So now it's covered up. So if I increase my viewport so I can see my C cube, and if I decrease it, I can see everything is still covered up. So we have overcome this problem. That is the first step. Right? So now I want you to follow how as in follow my judgment course, right? I'm explaining why I'm doing the reason why I'm taking certain action, right? And now that we have settled this background image, so the next thing for us to do is to now tackle this the nav elements. So I'm going to uncomment this now. Uncomment. So now I have the nav content right here, the C-cube logo, about services, contact. Now, who has not spoken? Let me see. Okay, Feromi, you have not given me an answer today.
Yes, sir.
So how do I make this navigation, this nav element, to go horizontal? To go horizontal, you can see that it's horizontal, right? But ours presently is vertical in nature. So how do I make it go horizontal? Any idea? If there's no idea, just say no idea so that we will save
No
our
idea.
time. Okay, Ademola.
I said no idea for me.
Okay, no idea too. Joshua.
Sir?
So should we use
No,
Flexbox for the
don't be saying should we.
okay,
You should say let us do this.
we should be using Flexbox for this.
Flexbox. Okay, Flexbox where? So which element am I applying Flexbox?
To the now
Yes, to the nav. So I will use display flex. All right. So now is now horizontal because everything looks modeled up. Am I right?
yes, so
Yes.
those
But our goal is to make it spread out in this manner as we are seeing here, right? It should spread out. The CQ logo about service and content, it should spread out. So ours is kind of modeled up. They are side by side. So it appears Feromi is lagging. Feromi, do you have an idea how we can spread this content out to be in this form? Feromi, is she still here? Yeah, she's here. Feromi.
Yes, sir.
So how do I spread this out? Any idea?
snapping at right?
You are muted, Feromi, if you are talking. I'm not hearing you.
What is perfect?
But you
need to
it's omitted.
Oh, no. So we can.
It appears somebody is distracting you, Feromi.
So
Okay, Joshua, go ahead.
should we use but can I see the code again?
Okay.
So we can do align content that we could do column space between.
We do what?
Align content then
Okay, align
column
content
space between.
and
Should we just
space between. Like so?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's going on? At least something should change there.
Yeah.
Align. Okay, you said align content. Did you say align content?
Yeah, she did say
Okay, she said align content. No, align content is not the right property to use. I thought I thought I heard something else. Okay, Joshua, what should we do?
should we use align?
Should we use? You're asking a question
No,
again.
I mean then we should
Better. We should.
use item then center.
We should use what?
Align item center.
Align item? No, sir.
Then should we use
Mary?
this?
justify content, sir?
Okay, if you use justify content, what's the value?
Space between.
Space between. Okay, if you use space between, let's see what we have. Now everything is spread out equally, but that is not what we desire.
Okay.
Right? So what should we do?
Flex basis.
Flex basis. Yes. Flex basis. So now that begs the next question. How do we apply the flex basis? So let me take this one out. flex basis. So how do I apply the flex basis? You see, I'm asking question that you should be asking yourself while developing, both designing and developing. These are questions you should be asking yourself. Okay, I need to use flex basis. Okay, then how can I use flex basis? How do I apply it? Right? That is what you should be asking yourself. So how do you apply it now? Yes, you're right. Flex basis. Let's be fast. Our time is we spent almost 1 hour now, and we are going to complete this today.
For the action.
You said flex basis on what?
I think we are going to give them a class name
Okay.
so you can call it out.
What am I giving class name? The nav.
The piece.
Okay, the paragraph. Okay. So let me give it a class name all at the same time. So I do class. So let's just give it item first. Item for now. So what are we going to do next? Mary.
Oh, I can't see your screen.
Can
Okay,
other,
item.
okay, yes. So what am I going to do now?
So I think the class name for C code
Mm-hmm.
should not be the same with others.
Thank you.
Because it's the one that
Thank you. I was looking out for the answer. Good. So because you need to separate this from the menu, right? It's just to differentiate it. Despite the fact that although they are on the same, they appear to be on the same axis, but you still need to differentiate them because this is not part of the actual menu. It's a logo, right? And it will give you the opportunity to apply different styles because there's no doubt. Obviously, you can see that the width of this one is kind of longer than this other three. In fact, I think it's around this space. It should be around this space because this will now be to that level and that will be to that level. Then this other one to be to that level. So which simply means that these three, the about, the about, the services, and the contact should have the same um content width, right? So how do we now go about it?
okay.
I'm with you.
I can't see
Ademola,
your screen.
you are too silent for my liking.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, what was the question?
You are not
Okay.
following.
I didn't hear you that part.
But you should have stopped me.
So
See,
we are going to
see, if you miss out something, please. Maybe my accents or my speed. I talk too fast. Please slow me down. Let me repeat myself. There's nothing wrong in me repeating myself, please. The idea is for you to understand what we are discussing. So what I'm saying is this, Demola, we are trying to achieve this part of the code, this part. And presently, we are here. These are present status. And Mary said that we need to apply flex basis to the flex item, which is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, is an option. There are other ways. I can do that, right? So now, how do we now apply flex basis to these flex items? That's the question.
Yeah, I thought you already did that with the display flex thingy.
No, that's the
Do you have
container.
to?
We have done that to the container. But this one now, we are trying to target the flex items. This CQ logo, the about, services, and contact.
Do you use something like flex direction or something?
Nope. Nope. Joshua. Joshua.
Yes. Sir, should we?
Should we?
No. We should use. We should. We should.
We should do what?
Use the dot item.
Okay. Dot item.
Then put flex spaces.
Flex basis. So
we should put
what is the value that we are?
zero.
Is that what?
Autumn.
Auto? Oh, auto? Why
But
auto? Mary, any idea? Our time is going. Any
Sir,
idea?
I think we should use 50. It's dot logo, not item.
Okay, dot logo. We are still going
Yes,
to
sir.
apply it to the logo. Okay, the logo. No, it's not logo, it's logo. Okay. Flex basis.
I think we should use 50%.
Now, I want to ask the question, why did you choose 50%? Why?
Because the other 50 will be shared among the others.
Which others? 3.
The menu.
Which is 3 items, right?
Yeah, class.
Okay. Now the next question is it advisable to divide 50 by
into 3?
That's the next question.
Yes.
Don't you think it is better to divide 45 into 3?
Okay.
So that means that each one of these will now have 15%. That is this one 15%, this one 15%, this one 15%. So total 45. Then the rest of the 100, which is 55, we go to this. Which one is better?
45, sir.
So please monitor my judgment call, right? It is like I say,
Yes,
it is
sir.
my judgment call, right? So if I do 15% for each of these 3, so the total 45. So this will be what? 55. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Because because this 15
Right,
plus 15 plus 15, that's 45. 45 plus 55, that's 100%. So if you go back now,
100%.
it's now spread out. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
No question. Now let's go back to our design. So this is what's bold in nature. So I want to make my items bold. So how do I make it bold? Anybody? Idea? Joshua, are you raising your hand again?
You said that we should use bold.
Yes, bold. Yes.
Oh,
We want to make all this content to be bold. So how do we do it?
By using font weight,
By using what? Font weight.
font to
Okay. On which selector are we using font weight?
nav.
Yes, nav. Because nav is the everything here. They are the children to nav. So font weight. Let's just do 600. All right. So they are bold. Now, remember that I told you that everything is inside a box, right? So now I need to put everything into their box so that we see how they are aligned, located within their various boxes. So what I will do is I'm going to give everything here. Let me just put it on at the top so that I can easily delete later. I'm going to give everything a border box of one pixel, solid and black. So I'm going to copy this, copy and paste here, and paste here. Because I want to see everything inside their box, which now I can see very well. Right? So now I still want to push this about somewhere here, services somewhere here, and contact somewhere at the center here also. So how do I achieve that? How do I achieve that?
Sir,
I want to put everything here at the center. I want to put the about to the center, services to the center, contact to the center. How do I achieve that?
by using text
Te-
align
Test align on which of the selectors?
dot item dot
Dot
item
item. Yes, this one. Okay, good. So test align
center.
center. So now is centered, right? Okay. I want to push. Okay, okay. I want to push this one a bit away because it appears it's too close to the left hand side. If you look ours is not that close, right? So I want to push it away a bit from this border, this left border. How do I achieve that? Push this series cube logo away from this border. How do I achieve that?
Padding left.
Okay, padding left. Okay, so let's go to the code. Padding left on which of the nav? Or on, I said nav. On which of the selector?
Logo.
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 Yes, just logo. Padding. It appears it's only Mary talking. Let's try 20 pixel. Okay, that's fine. So this is now off that border. Now, if I go back to the first one I did this one. Let me quickly run it. Now look at it. I can mouse over the menu about services and contact. You will notice that the background turned green. It somehow darker in nature, dark green, and the font color turns white. So how do I achieve that? How do I achieve that?
Mm.
So
Ademola, Israel, please talk. Ademola, Israel, even me. None of you is talking again.
Will it be for example the about one? If you go to the item,
This
maybe you can, yeah,
this one.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure
You're not
what
sure.
the thing you press, but I think something to
Okay.
do with hover.
If you are not sure, let me ask this question. What part of what is the name of the CSS styling that can give you this behavior? This once you move your mouse over that item, the state changes. What CSS styling is that?
Uh, say like hover or something.
Over. Yes, it's over. So
Oh,
now all I need to do is to write a pseudo class selector. It is called pseudo class selector for these items, right? So how do I write a pseudo class selector? I will just target the class, then use my column, then over. So I want a thicker background color. Let me just say background color green. Yes. So that means if I,
then
this is the one. So this is what we are doing. If I over my mouse over, you can see now it's green, right? But currently, um, the the what's it called? The height is not as what we have in here. You can see this one is kind of a little bit higher in terms of height than what we have in there. And again, if you see this one, you see the font color is white. So when I over my mouse over it, so now how do I achieve same here? How? How?
text type.
Hmm? Is that what? No, say it out. Talk.
Text say size.
Test size?
That is correct.
No, no, it's not test size. Is there anything called
It's
test
text.
size?
Can't remember.
I can give this guy padding at the top and padding at the bottom. So what I will do
Okay.
here is give each of the items. In fact, let me see something. Yes, padding. Top and bottom. Let me just do, let me see 10 pixels first.
So okay, that means sir,
Yes.
that means you were talking about the border and
Yes, now. Okay,
instead of the text.
let me remove it again. Now see what how it looks like.
Okay.
It's like the about services, they are kind of very close, too much to their border. But if you look at this one, there's some level of space above and below the menu. That's it. So the question is how can I achieve that? And that is why I use padding. You said padding, but you did not get the how you are going to apply it. This is top bottom. And this one is what left and right. So I don't want to apply anything to the left and hand side. So just the top and bottom. So that is why I'm doing 10 pixels here. And I have what I desire right here. You can see. So the next thing is that I want this on overstate to be white. If you look at this, it's white, not black. What do I do?
Color to be white.
On which selector? Which selector? Anyone can talk, please. Which selector? She's right. Color needs to change to white, but on which of the selectors? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 selectors presently. So on which of the selectors?
Just item column over
Yes.
item, because we want the
All
color
right.
to change when we
Exactly. You want the
do
color
our
to
mouse.
change while you over it. And that is the reason why you have to write it inside this selector. If I go back, you can see now it's turned white. So case closed for that. Right? But
Yes, sir.
my logo is still, C-Cube logo is still right there. So I need to apply the same padding I applied to this for my C-Cube logo. So I go back, just copy this,
Trying to use search for first person.
just copy this and paste in there.
No, I'm trying to find the where I kept in the
So
first
you can see that what happened? Okay, yes. Sorry, I've applied left here. So I'm going to do I'm going to do 10 top top right, bottom 10 pixel, and left 20 pixel. So I can delete this one out. So everything is back in order. Now there's one more thing I need. I want you to notice in this one. Look at the what's it called, the green background is not too close to the edge. Let me see what we are designing here. Okay. Okay, we can leave it. I think it's the same thing. Okay, fine. It is the same. All right. I think that's fine. So now we can therefore now remove the what's it called, the borders, since we have used it to achieve our aim. So I can delete this border out, delete this one too out, and delete this one too out. So now we have our menu. Any question? Any question? You can see it's responsive, right?
Yes.
Oh, what did I do now? Any question?
Awesome.
12:45. I think we can stop here today. Should we stop here today? I want an answer, please. Joshua, should we stop here today?
I think you'll be fine.
You said?
I said I think you'll be fine. Yes.
Okay, we should stop here today. Ademola, stop or continue?
I think you'll be fine if we stop here.
Okay. Mary,
Spaces.
Mary, please, fast.
Yes, sir.
Stop or continue?
I think we should stop.
Okay. Fenomi,
Yes, sir.
should we stop or continue?
Stop.
Stop. Okay. We have 4 already, so that majority carries the vote. So we are going to stop here today. We are going to stop here today. So I'm going to ask now, did anyone do the assignment I gave out in the last class?
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about the Zoom project.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that yes, sir. It sounds the enthusiasm is very low. Okay. I will demand for the assignment on Saturday, because it appears everybody is tired. You have worked today and you are tired. Tuesday, I know. So we continue on Saturday. But on Saturday, I'm talking to those in Nigeria. Please don't go to Owambel and now want yourself out again. I'm just joking. I'm just joking anyway. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I work on Saturday, so I'll have to go to work on Saturday.
You want to collect all the money? Abba. Okay, all right. So we meet on Saturday. But try and come back early, rest, so that we can conclude on this. Then, if time permits us, we can do justice to that Zoom also. Are we in agreement to that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and I'm going to share this code, this one that we have written so far. Look at it again. If you have any question, jot it down. If you cannot get it answered on the internet, then you can ask that question in the next class. All right. Thank you, and see you on Saturday, by God's grace.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.